Hey guys, Nigeria, thank you so much for joining us. This is the Evening Rush on 90.3 Voice of the People of My name is Precious Enyi. As always, it's a delight to be with you every day evening here. I mean, so Northerners have been saying bam bam ba, we don't want. It is not that TUC is waking up. So Northerners have been saying bam bam ba, we don't want. It is not that TUC is waking up. Because it's inside the tax reform like this that we have this VAT matter. Well, we'll look at that later on, and the possible, here and I answer that APC suit against Rivers LG election conduct February 10. Supreme Court. Remember that people took to court and said, we no go agree. APC, the PDP is not supposed to sorry. Similarly, Fubara, the governor of Rivers State, is not supposed to hold election because there are issues that are burning. Now, they went to court. Now, Supreme Court to hear the matter on the 10th of when again? February. All right. We know just 4 days before Valentine. Maybe it's a good Valentine gift for some and may not be good for others. But we'll move on. Now, speaking about insecurity, but Sarah is how Kaduna State government, in conjunction with federal government or some agencies of federal government,
Voices of the common man got a medium. Voices of the common man got a medium to be heard.
This particular administration, they were coming unprepared.
It's not a bad thing to renovate the president's lodge.
Through top-notch programming, unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries. Voice of the People, 90 for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and pressure for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills 3 things and makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TVs of
but Nigerians, so pay your electricity bill, or pay your electricity. So this is what they need in a year to do that in their transmission arm is
from the various taxes that they are taxing the people. From the money they are stylishly stealing from the people. And when they have stolen that money from the people, they put it in their pocket.
Are you saying that? Are you accusing the Honorable Minister of stealing from Nigerians?
It's not only him. It's not only him. Look at what better I do did. Better I do. I say he bought flight ticket from Kogi State. Flight ticket. Do you have airport in Kogi State? So is it only Adelapu? It's not only Adelapu. Look at the last dispensation that the telecommunication or the president said was going to train Nigerians on how to do this, how to repair phones. But how much is it for them to set up such a factory in Nigeria? So it's a problem. Are you with me?
I can hear you, sir.
So it's a problem.
I can hear you, sir.
So it's a problem. All of them, they have been allocated towards so many things without looking at, okay, what is it that you want to renovate in the presidential this thing that you are spending that humongous amount of money? Why do you need money? Why do you need to come and have helipad or whatever in Lagos when already we have some that you can use? See how much money they are being used to buy vehicles, to imported vehicles. But meanwhile, education. Look at Donald Trump yesterday during his swearing in. He urged all the NDA, parastatal ministry that they should look for a way.
But we adopted your own report, which also advocates.
We are increasing them. And then they're appointing people here and there. You can imagine.
All right,
local government chairman appointing over 258. To do what?
All right, sir. That will be the local government chairman of Obiakwabi. Right. Well done, sir. So moving on, sir. what do you make of what NLC said about the audit of the accounts of the Ministry of Power? Do you think it is something the ministry will oblige to, or the federal government will give a nod to?
As much as I want to agree with NLC, I have said it. NLC of today is only backing, cannot buy. Unlike when Papa Modu, Bafiao. So NLC of today are only backing, but cannot bite. That's the truth.
Okay,
not until when the people now decide on their own to take the bull by the horn and say, yes, enough is enough. We need to face this clearly by ourselves. Then, all these people, all these so-called government officials, they will still be taking us for a ride.
All right, sir. So let's go to their counterparts, their brother TUC, right now calling for the rejection of the increase in VAT, which of course is contained in the new bill, the tax reform bill by the federal government. I mean, the NLC has been, the TUC has been here since the back and forth on the tax reform bill. A lot of people are saying that why are they just speaking up now? Do they have to speak up? But then again, if you look at the issue at hand, is it not? Does it not make sense that at the end of the day, it is Nigerians that would have to pay? Because the manufacturers or the people who have to bear the brunt of this VAT increment would have to just, pass it on to the consumers, thereby exacerbating the already hard, difficult economy.
You see, all the happenstances we are having presently in this country, as regards increase in tariff, increase in tax, increase in this, increase in that, is nothing other than to reduce the purchasing power of the people towards weaponizing poverty, towards weaponizing poverty. And the ultimate goal is to make people beggars, so that during election, all the money that have been garnered, they just use a fraction of it to bribe the people. Let me quickly tell you this. There is no doubt about it that the international standard for tax contribution to GDP should be between 50% and 20%. And Nigeria's contribution to our GDP is about 6% or thereabouts. However, those taxes, according to international recommendation and practices, have to be used in providing services and ensuring that people live meaningfully and people's economic activities can go accordingly with a view to contributing immensely to our GDP. But the question is, what are we doing with our taxes here? Now you see somebody say, want to use 8 billion to sensitize people in towards paying their bills. Do you need that? You see the president buying jets, buying yachts, renovating the houses that is living both in Lagos and Abuja. You see the vice president. People, I was watching a documentary. Not quite long now, about a few hours ago. And you see people, small children in IDP camps suffering there. And you are looking at them while you are suffering there. And you are looking at them while you are putting money that is supposed to use to take care of them. You are putting those money in your pocket. It's not normal. It's not normal.
All right, so Dr. Kayode, let's quickly move on to other issues so that I can release you quickly. All right, so I'm moving on to another conversation, still on this VAT, even though some northern women have urged the federal government to step down on the VAT. But do you see the administration of Ahmed Tinubu, resenting his decision on the VAT increment, especially as he had said that the tax reform bill has come to stay, even though it's yet to be passed by the National Assembly, but he said it's come to stay. He said that during his media chat.
You see, the issue as regards Bola Ahmed Tinubu that you have mentioned just now can be likened to somebody who loves the way a tuber of yam from Niger State or Kogi State looks like, but doesn't know how to use that yam. But for the love of that yam, he say, I will steal this yam and I will run away with your yam. Go to the police station and report me, because he knows that his cousin, his family people at the police station. Bola Ahmed Tinubu just wanted power, and he doesn't know what to use the power.
Are you serious?
And that's what we have been seeing, what we are seeing today. He wasn't prepared for governance. He wasn't prepared for Aso Rock.
But he said he's been preparing for this job for the past 30 years now.
It wasn't. Let me tell you, even when he was in Lagos, that was accredited that he improved the revenue generation idea there. How was it even improved? People didn't know. People couldn't do a research on it. What happened was that by 1999, economic activities came up. It grew based on the policy of the government there. And Lagos State is the economic nerve of Nigeria. Then you see now a lot of people coming to Nigeria to establish this, to establish that. To that extent, it now increased the revenue generation through how to govern. And since then, because people did not react, since then, it has been one thing or the other, one policy or the other, that has been increasing the hardship of the people.
All right, so let's move quickly to other issues. Now, speaking about Saga, however, earlier today, some members or some River State chieftains visited the president, or the president hosted them, amongst whom were the governor of River State, Governor Similayi Fubara, the FCT minister, Wike. I think I saw Magnus Abe as part of them, and other River stalwarts, and they visited the president. After the meeting, they all looked, very excited, and they were all smiling. However, from what we gather, the bone of contention or the reason for the meeting is on the Ogoni cleanup, because we hear that the Ogoni people are requesting or demanding for 1 trillion naira for the cleanup of Ogoniland. It is interesting and funny how this is happening, or this request is coming up, considering that one of their sons, or the sons of River State, Chibika Amechi, while he was serving as a transport minister to former President Muhammadu Buhari, also ensured, it was under that administration that the president then approved the cleanup of Ogoniland. Is it that was just a lip service cleanup? That since that approval till now, the Ogoniland remains the way that it is? Even after, of course, the back and forth from international communities, the push that got that, to that level. So do you think that this meeting with the president would perhaps bring a kind of succor to the people of River State, especially within the, riverine area that face environmental degradation because of oil exploration?
You see, let us view this meeting and they're going to clean up from 2 different perspectives. The first perspective is this. Years back, the people took BP, British Petroleum, that have been exploiting crude oil there, to court. And British Petroleum, I think, settled out of court or so, and they promised to spend some billions some billions of naira to clean up that place. Along the line, they were having meetings with the leaders and elders and all that. So what happened to that? What happened to that arrangement? Is it true that some people had collected money on behalf of Ogoni people and then pocketed it? Let's leave that. Let's come back to that original issue. The money budgeted for it then. How far have Ogoni people been asking questions as regards that money? Now let us come to this meeting. The meeting they had between you and me is beyond Ogoni cleanup. It's all political. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The problem that have been happening between Fubara and Wike. Let Tinubu come to the television and raise up his hand. It's the truth that he's not aware of what is happening in the Cross River. I mean in River State.
But he had tried to mediate before, and a lot of people backlashed him.
We saw the problems that Wike have been giving Fubara. Why hasn't they said Bola Tinubu called Wike to order? This truly is not happy with it. You had a meeting with them the other time. Fubara followed all that were signed. Did Wike follow it? Why did you not call Wike to order? Secondly, on this same fight in the rivers, you are aware of the constitutional provision and you call yourself a Democrat. Some assembly members on the television resign their membership of the political party that they use as a vehicle to be elected to that house. What is supposed to happen to them? And you sat down you say you were looking at them. Then what? And now calling that they smile out. It's all political. Because he has been planning, and all this audacious movement been going towards making this nation a one-party state. Look at what happened in the electoral tribunal.
Are you accusing the Tinubu's administration of trying to turn Nigeria into a one-party state?
I'm not accusing, but I'm just saying the obvious.
Oh, wow.
I'm saying the obvious. The obvious is different from accusation.
So
look at what happened in the tribunal of recent. About a few days ago. Look at that guy shooting sporadically. Why didn't the agencies, the security agencies, arrest that guy? Why? No, why? That guy, does it look like somebody that can buy that e-locks? Does it look like somebody that can buy that e-locks that dropped him? But importantly, what were the security officials doing there? Until now, that guy has not been apprehended. These are obvious issues that we need to pull together to be able to get the root matter of certain things in this country. Because when the truth is not told, honestly, we ain't going to get to nowhere.
Oh, wow, interesting. Okay. All right, so that's your take, that it's a political move. But the president had mediated before. However, we also heard the FCT minister speak recently that insinuating that somebody could not respect a whole president to honor the president's wish. A lot of people thought that, he was referring to Fubara not heeding to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's reconciliatory terms when they had issues. So you think that this is another move to try to reconcile the parties involved? Hello, Dr. Daya, are you there? Oh dear. Dr. Daya, can you hear me?
Doing it.
Okay.
I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
When you are doing something and you are not doing it with utmost truth, there is no how that you can be successful in it. Okay? Let me give you an instance. President Trump said yesterday that was going to change the name of Mexico, Mexico, what, Gulf of Mexico. Change it to Gulf of America, because that place historically belongs to the Americans. And when you go to history, truly, it belongs to the Americans. But he found out that they have been giving the vessels of America problems there. Now, let me now relate it to this. Because Trump was coming from the point of saying the truth. This one now is Tinubu coming from the point of saying the truth. What can he show? To the people of River State and to Nigerians that yes, is coming from the point of saying the truth. When you cannot address the issue of resignation of assembly members, when you cannot call Wike to order, that is between that Abuja there, to shift the sword with his people in River State. And now, because this year, 2025, is going to be so busy on political and ideological alignment here and there.
All right.
We're not taking that step.
All right, Dr. Kayode, we need to rush up.
We are not knowing.
We need to rush up because I need to let you go. All right. So now, I don't know if you saw this tweet by Bashir Ahmed, during the week, where he did assert that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist and that anybody who supports him is sworn enemy of the country, Nigeria, and that he can only forgive Nnamdi Kanu, advocates for his release too, when he is truly rehabilitated, so he stops seeing Nigeria as the zoo and citizens as animals, and if he can, ask for forgiveness perhaps of all that he said about Nigeria. Now, there was a lot of backlash concerning that. However, it's in the news right now that the indigenous people, the leader of the IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, through his lawyer, has now sued Bashir Ahmed for 100 million for defamation. Do you see that suit standing?
But the question is this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the question is this. Is Nnamdi Kanu truly a terrorist?
Is he a terrorist? Let me ask you back, sir.
What were his demands? The demands of Kanu have been that, listen, my Southeasterners, you have been seeing them as not part of Nigeria. Then allow us to go. Allow us to go. That has been the basis of his troubleshooting.
So why? So if that is just the case, now, why would Bashir Ahmed call Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist?
Why you are now saying Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, and you are killing his people, you are detaining him. Why are you not detaining the followers of Toji Belu in the southeast? Why are you not arresting the Boko Haramists? Those ones that you arrested, those that are really killing, maiming, raping, sending people out of their communities. Why are you not saying you are integrating them back to the society? So what offense has Kanu committed that you want to liken to what ISWAP, Boko Haram, and others?
Speaking about the insecurity. Speaking about the insecurity in the southeast, after his arrest, the southeast has been in the Sari, as it were, and a particular group has now raised alarm and said that, look, we can count 90 checkpoints in the southeast, if not more than, where you have the military extorting, dehumanizing Nigerians, the southeasterners, whereas in the hotbed of terrorism somewhere around the north, We don't see these checkpoints. So are you saying that this coalition and these people who are saying this are correct?
It is a way to clamp the Easterners. They are putting military there to clamp the Easterners. Those military checkpoints, why are they not where we have terrorists? And then they are arresting those terrorists. They are just trying, whatever the Easterners are doing now, government is just trying to make them to be angry. And when somebody is angry, you will not be able to control that person.
So, sir, this particular issue started in the administration of Buhari. Well, all right, so, all right, sir.
It's enough for that matter.
All right, sir.
And we are known for saying the truth in where I come from.
All right, sir. But this issue started in Buhari's administration. Why is it continuing now? Now that we have a southerner in power.
Southerner is different from a southerner now. Tinubu that is a Yoruba. Is it not claiming Lagos? Is it not from Iragbiji? Iragbiji is not different from Ekiti. Southwest is not different from Southeast. In Southeast, not different from Southwest. That you're having a southerner does not mean he will not still do what he's trying to do in the East. All because of you are looking for political power. Yes, it has been there. It has been there before he has assumed office. But you call yourself a Democrat. You're supposed to have resolved that issue. Why are you still detaining Amikano? What has he done? No, what are you detaining him? What has he done? Don't you have freedom of speech? Don't you have freedom of association? Can you declare IPOB as a terrorist group? They are demanding for their rights. Is that what they are doing in Spain, whereby you have the Catalans? Did they do that to the Catalans? Are they doing that to the Scotlanders in United Kingdom?
Yeah.
They went on referendum. So why can't you allow the Easterners to go on referendum? And you shall not allow them to go on referendum. Pacify them. Talk to them. Rather than you now humiliating them. Easterners are being humiliated. I don't like it. It's not proper.
All right, sir. You know, you just mentioned that you're from.
It's against the Charter of United Nations that we are all signatories to.
Okay, sir. Just before we go, you know, you did mention that you're from Ekiti State, but there was a statement by your brother from Ondo State, Omoyele Sowore, that says that there is a subtle. Yes, sir. That there is like a subtle gang up against the Igbos becoming president in Nigeria, but like it's an unspoken gang up, but it's just there. That
no, you don't call that.
So do you agree with that?
It's ideology. Like for me, listen. Like for me, during the last election, towards the last election, I was also clamoring when PDP was saying that okay, they will cede presidency to the South. I was among those that went on here. If you are ceding presidency to the South, then let it go to Southeast.
All right, sir. Your time is fast spent. You have to go, so I have to let you go.
Got Wike angry.
Yes.
Because he knew if he's in zone to the Southeast, he's from South, and he will be out of the calculation. And that's why Wike have been so angry with PDP. But unfortunately, people don't know. So people don't know.
All right, sir. I appreciate you, but just one reaction very quickly. This tariff hike, you know, by telecom operators, and now the POS operators are saying they're also going to increase. Sir?
The what?
The tariff increase, tariff hike, 50% tariff hike. Yes. Would you love to chime in on that shortly?
Exactly. It is a pity that we are seeing this. And unfortunately, even these banks, they have been aligned enough, they have been feeding their ATM with enough money. Who will patronize POS? And unfortunately, you will see the ATM not working, but the POS inside that same ATM will be working. Where are they getting that money from? It's all will not blame the POS people because they pay for telecommunication because their system is based on all these telecommunication platforms. So if they increase their tariff, definitely where will they get money to pay for that tariff?
All right.
It's not from the gains
all right,
they are making from relating with the people.
All right, sir. So just before I let you go, somebody dropped a comment here on YouTube and said that I should caution you on your use of words against the president, that they are sure that you were still in school when the president was the governor of Lagos State. I just thought to drop that in case you have a reaction.
Does that person know my age? Those are part of his people outside. Does that person know my age? Does that person know my age? What are the use of facts? We are saying the obvious. And these are the kind of people we are talking about. They will not allow Nigeria to move on because they are eating the crumbs under the table. And they think that crop is what will make their life. Meanwhile, they have a better thing on the table. But they never allow it. These are the psychopaths that see people in government. How can somebody say he wants to use 8 billion for this? And the president is not cautioning the person. Is the president not supposed to have an oversight over all the ministers? No, tell me. Who appointed that minister? Is the president not supposed to have an oversight function on that minister? 8 billion. Where is that done? Under those governments who has the sole responsibility and whose table does the buck stops? The president. So he must pick up the responsibilities. That is why we are paying him. Is Nigeria not paying him? Do your work.
Thank you,
let Nigerians breathe.
Thank you.
Let Nigerians breathe. Enough is enough.
I had to have you. Thank you so much, Dr. Dayo Kayode. He's a political technocrat who's spoken very friendly this evening. I appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right, Lagos. Thank you, sir. Goodbye. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you. Bye. All right, Lagos phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations raised tonight. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0817-175-6338. You can also call 0803-692-9933. That's a new number. So in case you're not used to our numbers, please take note of that. 0803-692-9933. That is the number to call. Did I also tell you that residents of Batsari local government area in Kastina State have voiced dissatisfaction with a recent peace agreement made with bandit leaders Aborade, Omar Black and others operating in the area? That is, they come to agreement with the bandit leaders. That is, they negotiate with them. Military. It is the military that settled this peace between bandits and citizens. That is the bandits that the military is supposed to do away with. That is what I read on Daily Post. I didn't write it. So they said the peace deal brokered by the military has been met with skepticism by locals, many of whom doubt its success, pointing to the failure of similar agreements in the past. Say the kind of agreement where they don't get like do like this for past, say, hold water. So this is the fear. So a resident who requested for proceeding with the deal, that is, criticized the federal government for proceeding with the peace deal without sufficiently involving the Katsina state government. He noted that State Governor D. Korada was reportedly distanced himself, engaging with bandits, arguing that such negotiations unfairly disadvantage law-abiding citizens. The governor refused to negotiate with bandits, but so according to them, say federal government had to do it, jumping the governor of the state. No battle, Jerry. Phone lines are open. 0700 903 903 903 0817 175 6338. Hello. Good evening. Hello.
Yeah, Precious, this is C2 calling for Freetown, Sierra Leone.
C2, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Precious, sorry about that. I didn't know that you're not feeling well.
It's okay. Thank you.
Right, Precious, when somebody came out on this platform to educate Nigerians, look at what that man says without compromising. He said it the way it is. And somebody will be sending a message that does not want it. When somebody is saying the truth, anyway, It is what it is. Precious, I am still keep gonna say something about this Bashar. Okay. Let me tell you why this guy, that small boy, have the temerity to be saying what he's saying. He knows that he's listening. He knows that all Igbo politicians, all Igbo coward politicians, they are no good for the South.
You will not insult people on air, sir.
No, Precious, but they are insulting us. Igbo politicians are insulting us. I am telling you, allow us to express our feelings because they are listening. Do you know in Imo State, Precious, as I speak to you in Imo State, Fulani terrorists, this marauding as a cow warrior, they kidnap a woman that always go early in the morning to do her business, take her to the bush, hold her ransom, and then demand 5 million. The family have to run around to get 5 million to give to the son. One of the son take it to the den where they were holding it. Can you believe that they hold the son as well again? And the family is still calling. What is happening? They killed the son and killed the mother and dumped them aside the road. I said to you, in Imo State, Fulani herdsmen killed the mother and the son. What is this?
How did you know there is Fulani herdsmen that did that?
Precious, I see. I'm not gonna say what I don't know. The evidence is there. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not gonna say what I don't know. Okay, these people left their land, they came to our place, and they adopt our people, and they took ransom and they kill our people. But we have representatives. This is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu raise up. That is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu say enough is enough. Stop killing my people. Allow my people to breathe. This is the reason why he formed ESM to checkmate these people. What happened? Igbo politicians descend these Igbo coward, useless politicians. Go and still call army and police.
No, you stop using harsh words on people. But I appreciate you've made your points. Thank you. All right, I have to let you go. I have to let you go.
Shooting with the terrorists, but in the southeast they're shooting our people. This Nigerian terrorist army.
All right, I have to let you go. C2. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's take a quick breather. When we return, we'll continue to take your thoughts and reactions on the conversations we've raised tonight. This is 90.3, the voice of the people FM. We'll be right back.
Polaris Bank ilé ìfowópamọ́ ìgbàlódé tó tayọ ló ń kí wa kú àmójúbà ọdún tuntun. Ọdún ayọ̀ ló máa jẹ́ fún wa o. À ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin oníbàárà wa fún ìbádòwòpọ̀ àti àtìlẹ́yìn tó gbọ̀ngbọ̀n tẹ́ ẹ ṣe fún wa lọ́dún tó kọjá. Ọdún tuntun 2025 yìí ọdún àṣeyọrí tí àlárere rẹ àti ti àwọn ènìyàn rẹ yóò wá sí ìmúṣẹ ni yóò jẹ́. Ẹ download Vox látòrí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára Google Play Store tàbí iOS App Store lónìí kí ẹ sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún tuntun lákọ̀tun.
Yes, Lagos, you are welcome back. It is the 90.3 Voice of the People FM. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening, Precious.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
Yeah, Chinedu calling from Egbeda Akuwanjo.
Chinedu, you're welcome. Go ahead, let's hear you.
So, in everything, we have to give glory to God in times of like this. And the coming again, what that man said, he's saying the truth. And the people will not believe it because of what they are gaining from the government. And the third, again, if you remember during the time of this man, Barack Obama, he said 2024 and 25, there will be no anything like Nigeria. During that time, he said it. He said there will be no anything like Nigeria. So when you see what is happening now, then you will know that a particular person carry all the whole country, put in his pocket. Then and whatever he decides is what he will do. Is it good? Yeah, people are dying every day.
A particular person from Obama's tenure carried in the country and put in his pockets.
No, I'm telling you, in Nigeria.
All right, you've made your point. That's your point. Hello, good evening. That's your opinion. Good evening and welcome.
Precious, good evening.
Sir, welcome, sir.
Yeah, this is Batex calling from Egbeda.
Batex, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, Precious, you can see how these people want to make Nigeria to death. How can someone say that you want to use the 8 billion naira to make an announcement? Huh? The presidency, they have done their own. He bought yacht. He bought a jet. He renovate Shetima house, 90 billion. You do this, you do that. If we calculate that money, this money now, is it not enough to help Nigerians to build industries and all those things? Precious, look at these people. Look at these people say they are ruling Nigeria. A home minister say 8 billion. After 90 billion, renovating a vice president house, bought yacht, bought aircraft, jet, this and that, blah, 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 blah. What is going on? These people, are they not seeing other countries how they govern their people? Why are we behaving like a primitive people? And he said that you plan for this job for 30 years. Which 30 years? Precious. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, too. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Fubara.
What's your name?
My name is Richard.
Richard?
Yes.
Richard, you're welcome. Go ahead.
So, you, the anchor of the program, when that man was talking, you don't normally allow him, that doctor that just spoke, you allow him to elaborately explain all he was saying. You as a journalist, you always, I know you are a job you are doing, but just allow him to, because he's a Yoruba man talking about, he was not sentimental, he was not tribalist. If it were Anosike that was there, I know what other people would say, the man that just saying, we should have just been allowing him to air his view very properly, but he did not do that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Well done, sir. I wish I can explain to you, but I can't. Okay, so Dr. Kayode had an important meeting to go for at 5 minutes to 8 o'clock, and it was almost his time. I had to let him go. So we need to touch on all the conversation before he runs off. I hope that explains to you. It's not everything that we'll be arguing. This is New Year. I don't want to argue with you people. I've repented. I've turned a new leaf. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Precious. Good evening.
Welcome, sir.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Good evening and welcome.
We have been expecting you all this while. We miss you for some time now. Welcome, Precious. Welcome.
Well.
Good evening. God bless you.
I wasn't feeling well. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Lord is yours.
Amen. Amen.
You are healed in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
Let me talk. I'm going to talk about. I'm talking about this negotiation with bandits. So the Nigerian government, the army that's supposed to fight terrorists are the people now organizing negotiation with them. Why if they go to Southeast now, every Igbo man, once you are an Igbo man, you are a terrorist. You are a POB. Have they go there to negotiate with them? Site. You can see them now. So different judge with your other people. The terrorists, those they know as terrorists, Nigerian military go to negotiate with them, and they are going to start is to kill the IPOB members and label them terrorists. Any Igbo man a terrorist. Can you see the whole thing? You see the situation. You see the country where we are. In the issue of the man of Nepal man, or what they call it, minister for power, using 8 billion for tank crier to become a tank crier, Abi, so that people will pay their bill. So now that I'm not having light, they will give him 8 billion. He will pocket it and come and tell me to pay for my light, while I have subscribed and there are no light. You can see the whole thing. So this is the government, the man who told you that he planned. I love that Yoruba man who you invited to the studio. He is speaking the truth. It's not like other people. If you invite somebody like Bayo Onodoga now, you will see a different. He will refer you to Igbo man. Or he mentioned that is in Abia State. He will not follow the truth. Thank God that this Yoruba man speak the truth. Let's watch. You can see the whole thing. You can see him. So what? No, they know what they are doing. The government don't even know that man. For how many times that power has collapsed? Everything has collapsed under his watch. Collapse. NEPA collapse, tariff collapse, or power water collapse, road collapse under his watch, and they are watching him do. Everybody are clapping hand for him. He says a power minister.
Thank you.
Or does it mean they don't have an electoral engineer to replace that man? What is that man doing in that place?
Thank you.
Just to rip people from Nigeria.
You have the you've had
Thank you.
had
God
your
bless
2
you.
minutes. Thank you so much. All right, Lagos. Let me run you through the hot topic tonight. I told you that Power Ministry's 8 billion naira budget for electricity bill sensitization is wastefulness, corruption, and also says so. In fact, they say it is the highest level of profligacy. But how can you say you want to use a billion on how to pay electricity bill? That is to teach people how to pay the electricity bill or to tell them why they need to pay the electricity bill. And you use 10 billion naira. How much will you now generate from the electricity bill? Well, that's what NLC is, the argument they're making. And I also told you that the TUC now says, wait, this VAT that they want to increase, well, our leg is not inside. We don't want to raise the VAT. And that's what TUC is saying. Then Coalition of Northern Women urged, then in the Southeast, it will cancel petitions Nigerian Chief of Defense. Don't petition Oga Chief of Defense staff. List 90 Southeast checkpoints where road users face extortion, humiliation by military and joint task force personnel. Say, in fact, say you don't too much. It be like saying I touch of people of Southeast Day for inside military hand like this. That is explaining it. And then Fubara Wike all smiles after meeting with Tinubu at presidential villa. Including some river stalwarts, mostly Ogoni leaders. Sorry, former President Muhammadu Buhari. He was approved under that administration, but we're yet to see that cleanup per se. And I'm moving us in River State Supreme Court to hear APC suit against Rivers LG election conduct February 10. And then we'll move on to other issues. As Batsari residents expressed doubts over peace deal with bandits in Kasana. I say this kind of peace wanna make with us with bandits. We're not sure say it would be peaceful at all. So we're scared that these bandits may still continue with their former lives. 50% telecom tariff hike. POS operators say we're going to increase our charges because all our work under data would do them. And then Nnamdi Kanu sues ex-Buhari aide Bashir Ahmed for terrorism defamation, and he's demanding 100 billion naira in damages, not million, no, billion naira in damages. Because these are the hot topics that we have this evening. 0700 903 903 903. The WhatsApp line is 0817 175 6338. 0817 175 6338. You can also call directly on 0803 692 9933. 0803 6922 9933. Phone lines are open. Lagos, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Well done. I hope you are fine now. I missed you last week.
I miss you too. Stop it. I like it.
The program was not complete last week.
Oh, thank you. But they did amazing.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
Thank God for your opportunity.
Thank you so much. Go ahead.
My name is Mayor from Pestac.
Mayor, don't say, oh yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you, sir.
Well done. You see, this thing we are talking about is that we talk and talk and talk, and everything is still collapsing. And it's like people who are talking to are not listening to us. Look at this 8 billion naira for, you say it's town crisis sensitization. They said if you use 6 years to prepare for madness, when the madness comes, how many years are you going to use to a full madness? It's unfortunate that everything is collapsing and people are keeping silent. Like what Dr. Kyle was saying, he stated the obvious, the complete fact. And it's like we Nigerians don't know where, in fact, we don't know where we're headed. Even people himself doesn't know where they're taking us to. So it's unfortunate that in a country that military people are now negotiating for peace in the north, and people are being killed in the southeast. The southeast is now a war zone. It's unfortunate. Let's people know that there is God one day from Kigogo market.
He go return.
Okay. This one maybe God forbid though. God forbid though.
Thank you.
Good night. Have a blessed
good night. Thank you. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, Precious. This is Marshall from Ikeja.
Marshall,
welcome,
you're welcome. Go ahead.
Missed you.
Thank you. Missed you too.
Okay, so me, I just feel like there is a gang up against a particular tribe here, which is very obvious. Otherwise, there won't be this biased judgment being done. That's by the way. So I'm trying to understand why somebody would need to spend 8 billion naira to come and tell me to, or to give me any sort of information so that me being sensitized. Precious, do you need to be told to get food to eat?
Eh.
Do you need to be told? You don't need to be told. You don't. So I just feel like this is another means of spending money unnecessarily and just wasting it. I thought we don't have money. I thought people are dying of hunger. Why can't you use this money to do that? See, I don't understand what we're heading to in this country. When somebody says it's going to continue from where Buhari stopped, we all know that Buhari did not start or stop anything. So what do you expect? Good night, Precious. Have a wonderful day.
Good night. I appreciate you to have a wonderful day. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Precious. Good evening.
Sir, you're welcome, sir.
My name is Amanda Nezel Ogoni.
You're welcome.
Okay, sir. For what they are saying, this country is not ready to move forward. Because check it from the day one. Whenever you are traveling to the east, checkpoint that is in the east, idea, you ask yourself, what is happening over here? These people, are they not Nigerians? Are they not Nigerians? Why is Nigeria choosing to maltreat the Southeasterners like that? About in the north, look at what is happening in the north. Nobody, Nigerian government know what is happening in the north. They are not negotiating with bandits. My dear, we have gone in this country. We have gone in this country. My dear, you have been saying God forbid, dollar increase. God forbid no one come.
My God forbid don't make no reach 2,000 now. Let's say the God forbid one.
Okay, you make I no reach 2,000. My dear, if you enter market, my dear, you ask yourself, how did average Nigerian survive in this country?
No, don't go there. Don't go there.
Okay.
Thank you.
I don't. Okay, my dear. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hello, good evening and welcome. Oh dear, I lost that call. All right. Hello, good evening. Hello. Network will not let it connect. Hello, good evening. Are you there? All right. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Precious.
Sir.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
My name is Divine CJC, calling from Moshodi.
You're welcome, Divine. Go ahead.
I appreciate you 100% for bringing this man, and I appreciate him about 100% for standing out.
And all of us appreciate you 1,000%. That's okay.
Sir? This man and the other Mr. Politic, Abi?
Yes.
Mr. Politic.
Yes, Doctor. Both of them are doctors, though. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, the two of them. These people have made me change my bad attitude about some region.
You see why you shouldn't have held that position in the first place. Go ahead.
These people have made me to change my bad position, my bad regard about some people, because I saw that group of people as people who are all of them full of lies. But this Dr. Deji and this doctor made me to know that people are different. This man, this your guest today, said something that where he comes from, meaning the family he goes from, they don't lie. Irrespective of who all is gone. So he's standing to show what I'm saying. I don't want to say much, but all the things he said today, I just thank God for him for standing on the truth and saying the truth. May God bless him and bless you too, and bless the UP family. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, Precious. Good evening.
Yuval, how are you?
I am doing great, and how are you doing too, Precious?
Go ahead. Let's hear from you.
You almost ran solo today. Oh. Thank God that Mr. Hakim came.
No, Dr. Kayode. Dr.
Kayode.
Yes.
Very wonderful analyst.
He's a very fine political
and
technocrat.
I am so sure that he gave the right answer to the person that was asking him, that let him talk about if he's a small boy. And you say you should mind the way he talks to the president. The issue is precious. 800 million naira, is that the amount you mentioned?
No, 8 billion. Ta. Why are you insulting the money? Sorry that I told you that. 800 million means that you've not even counted 1 billion. Why are you doing like this now? The money is 800 million. You now add another 200 million in it, making it 1 billion. You now count down 1 billion into 8 places. You know, it's good to do tank cry so that people will hear.
Precious, let me be a little sarcastic in this this evening. You know that to do tank cry is not small. Their voice will pain them now. So they need money to, put their voices in order. And it's not easy to convince Nigerians to pay electricity bill. Can you imagine?
See, all the ones I've been talking
so
on
they
radio.
deserve even more than that money.
You don't used to even hear me. You give me stress. Because I'm not collecting plenty money.
To pay. So the Mr. What is his name? Prime Minister. He wants to go through stress. Convincing Nigerians to pay electricity bill. And we are saying that this money is too much. It's terrible in this country that we have people like that, leading ministries for us to do tank crying that people should pay. That is the same man that told us that when we are going out, we should switch off our fridge, off our AC, so that the fish and the small meat that we have in our fridges will spoil before we come back from work. In fact, the first question is, where is even the light, Precious? You want us to pay for NEPA bill for the electricity that is less than 5,000 megawatts? Like by the Solidarity said yesterday, now that in my house I don't have lights now as I'm talking to you, other people are having lights somewhere. Are we not all supposed to be having lights in this country? This man should be ashamed of himself. And the president is to blame as well, because you can't be the president and these things are happening. Anybody that is saying that we should not cooperate, we'll call him. If your ministers are not doing well, fire them quickly. So that Trump just became president this morning. You will see what he will do. Can you be telling us to spend 800 billion naira for tank crying that people should pay electricity bill? Have they not been collecting even excessive bills without lights? What kind of country is this? And they say we should protect our mental health. How do we protect mental health, Precious?
You 2 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Sorry. No vex. I didn't intend to make you people angry. I only brought the news. Hello, good evening and welcome. Are you there? All right, let's go to WhatsApp messages now because it's cooking there. Where do I start from? Good evening. Is Destiny from Jaconde? Okay, all right. I see that's not for me. Okay, so this says the current administration's actions suggest a lack of genuine empathy for Nigerians. Instead of offering sympathy when it's convenient, Minister of Power want to spend 8 billion naira in 2025 on sensitizing Nigerians to pay their monthly bills. Now, the move raises questions about the government's priorities and whether they are truly working in the best interests of the people. It's concerning that government officials seem more focused on maintaining their own power rather than serving the needs of Nigerians. Aberdeen from Bagada sent in that message. Welcome back, Precious. Thank you. I learned you were indisposed. Thank you so much. Yes, I was, but I'm very well now. I'm better. I hope it was Nigeria's unending wahala. Wallahi, eh? Pascal Chimizi from Ikeja, appreciate you. Nigeria wahala. Okay, Tony Anili from Ijagamo says, I came back to hear that you were indisposed. Oh, Tony, it's been a long time. Hope you're much better. Yes, I am now. He says, so annoying that Nigerian government is so insensitive to the plight of the people. You can imagine why Trump is signing his executive orders to ameliorate the pains of Americans. Nigeria is doing the direct opposite by increasing health service, etc. But where US is reducing taxation on its citizens and marginally increasing it on foreigners. You can see how a thinking government works. That's what Tony Aneli said. Okay, hi Precious and Dr. Kayode. Unfortunately, the network was at it again during your discussion. Anyway, I will try to listen to the rest of the show. Please do listen. Dr. Kayode is a beautiful... he said, this country no. If all that is going on, they will make life miserable for us. This country is going... No, it's not. Kola Wale, you sent in that message, please. Tunde from Ijego says, there are videos of Nnamdi Kanu threatening Lagos and government before he was arrested, inciting people, telling them to carry arms and blow Lagos. That's not act of terrorism. That's what Tunde asked. All right, good evening. And your guest, this man is a good Nigerian man. God will bless him and his family. Pachibo from Ladipo sent in that. But a lot of people want to ask you, Tunde, that Igboho, in his house when he was raided, there were cashier of arms seen. Why was he not branded a terrorist? Where did he get the arms from? Who was the essence of the arms seen in his house? Why is he not called a terrorist? That's what a lot of people will ask. And I do hope that you respond to that message. Please. Thank you. All right, moving on. Good evening, Precious, and the guests in the house. Your analysis is very firm and obvious. The case of Rivers is a political calculation. Sim Fubara should be wise because the president is a political manipulator. Oh, that's what you said. Oh. J Day from Aja says, thank you. Well done. The good job. The analyst tonight said the obvious and the simple truth open to many. Well, such truth is all needed to actually set Nigerian free. Southeasterners are being oppressed and greatly marginalized, and so they deserve to talk out. And now we call them terrorists, while the real terrorists are being pardoned. Are we all? He said, are all this not clear to all? Nigeria is a big, he said what? Yawish contraption. And the politician, oh no, please don't say that. Okay, then this message here from who now? AY from Moshe says, my message today goes to Igbos generally. I will advise them to do everything within their reach to save Nnamdi Kanu now that he's still alive. They should learn from what happened to MK Abiola then. In MK Abiola's case, all the Yorubas were shouting, Abiola should not die you. Abiola should not die you. But lo and behold, MK Abiola died in custody and nothing happened. I repeat, nothing happened. So the Igbos should fight for the man now, because if he dies in the custody, God forbid, Precious, heaven will not fall, because all the Igbo elders that people will be expecting to fight or speak up then would have been settled either by political office or by cash at hand, just like Yoruba elders were allegedly settled before the death of Abiola. Are you serious? He that have ears, let him hear. EY from Moshe is saying this to all Igbos. That's what he said. And then this message here says, Precious, good evening. I greet your guest. Precious, I love the analysis of the guest. He is very knowledgeable and a detribalized Nigerian. For years, the Jews suffered oppression in the hand of the Egyptians. Bible said that the more they were oppressed, the more they grew and multiplied. That's the case of the Igbos in Nigeria. I knew why they are holding Nnamdi Kanu. He didn't offend Nigeria. He offended the Fulanis by exposing their Islamization agenda. Igbos were made great by God, and nobody can bring them down. But most of the nations that afflicted Israel were later wiped out of the world map. All who raises their hands against the Igbos should beware. That's what you said. That's your opinion. Okay, the government of Nigeria should by now be matured by now. Well, God will see us through. Casey from Otta sent in that message. And Mr. Ogumbi from Idemo says, you can now see how our federal government had descended themselves so low, striking a peace accord with bandits and the communities, the useless elements that are supposed to have been wiped out from their hideouts. This government has okay. He said the president only came to fulfill his ambition. Oh no, don't say that. I wept for this country because of our upcoming generation. The Nigerian army said they have taken the terrorists financiers to court, and were convicted. Which court? Who is the judge? What was the final judgment? That was the court. Where was the court situated? Which of the correctional centers were they kept? We are only deceiving ourselves in this country. That's what you said, Mr. Gumbi. And then I go to more messages here. Chinemere from Agbara says the biggest problem Nigeria is having is that the government is always quiet whenever government agencies and institutions are announcing wasteful budgets like this. This one by Adelebo, using 8 billion to sensitize Nigerians to pay because we don't have prepaid meters. Okay, Precious, I'm happy you are back, giving us your voice. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Chinemere. This says, my name is Aziz Odukole. It is obvious this government don't have the clear direction about the country, the economy, and the security issue in the country. I miss Dr. Didi. Please bring him to your show. All right. And Precious, good evening. Please allow people. It's military holding negotiations with bandits to secure its citizens. Thus, this makes sense. Does this make sense to you, Precious? And you are shutting him down if it's not fair. I'm not an Igbo man, but the injustice is too much. If not, address it now. Rwandan genocide may be. Oh wow. Okay, it says so you absorb. Chai. Ataya, be like say I go take call. Okay, engineer Olasunkomi Adefuye says, I would only greet you small this night because of what I'm hearing tonight. Precious, you see, the truth can't be kept in a pit. No. Reality is a practical data derived to ascertain defense. Those that have that be talking tonight are saying facts. Just that many of us do change our tongue because of you in the studio in order to continue hearing. Nigeria is a country that is full of deceitful people and people taking sides. That's what you said. Oh wow, Precious, you are the best female whip, and I have been listening to you the way you handle your job professionally, and your guest spotter Michael from Abaranja. Appreciate you, Michael. Thank you. Good evening, VOP, Sister Precious. I wish you and your family happy New Year. My concern tonight is about Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The question I have is that the goodwill legal luminaries in Nigeria is, are there no international legal bodies that can be approached for Nnamdi Kanu's case? This innocent man, Kanu, is overstaying in incarceration by Nigerian government. From Agege sent that. It's been a long time. And Olumi Day from Ajasakoman says, God bless you all. In fact, the guests have contributed immensely and intelligently. Of course, what else do you expect from the third most corrupt? Ew. We all know is that his days are a number 2027 who must now what for you. All right, let me go to YouTube where I have quite a lot of reactions on YouTube. Cindy Albert from YouTube, I see your message. What did you say now? Thank you. I said, you people do. I'm sorry. We're deeply sorry about the network issues, and we're working on it. I assure you that we're working on it. JP will see your message too. Don't worry, we're working on it. Nobleman, Chingy Tim, I say one, you're my precious. Otutoma from Indonesia. Please, you guys, we will work on it. Good morning to you too from Indonesia. Tobias Chinelo says, good evening, Madam Precious. YouTube, I'm sorry. We're sorry. I'm kneeling down, please. Emeka Wike says, yes, Wike is doing what instrumentally? I'm not going to read that. Ikel says, oh, yeah, Ikel says, we're sorry. We are deeply sorry. Tobias Chinelo, I see you. He said, the president doesn't have anything to to offer Nigerians. He's just here for his own gains. Those standing on him, the judiciary should please release MNK. Columbus, you won't know. Yeah, you're the one that says please caution your guests on use of words. I'm sure he was in school when Tinubu was governor. He said a lot. Peter Madi says your president has had nothing to do but Owambe. Buhari carried the North along, but Tinubu is only taking Lagos people only. And Columbus Iwuna says, I meant the analyst. Yeah, I noticed. Achi K. Fine says, Madam Precious, why will you read? No, I had to read it. You said you're a listener. Okay, I see you people should just go ahead with your banter. Revolution First says, first time watching you, Madam Precious. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, going back to the phone lines. Phone lines are open 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Promise.
Precious.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How you doing now?
It's okay. If you call me comfort too, no problem. I go answer every name.
I've been following you 1.5 years now. You will not pick my call.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Even when you and the Barrister Darlington, the man has so much love. If you and they talk, I know they like to pick my call.
I don't even know you now. Why I not go pick your call when I don't know you? No vex. Welcome. Ew, the call up now cut. It's not me, it's not me. Hello, good evening and welcome. You have to turn up the volume of your radio set so I don't turn you off. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
good evening.
Hello, Precious.
Okay, Daya from Fagba, go ahead. Let's hear you. Daya, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you crystal clear. Go ahead.
Hello.
Daya, I could hear you crystal clear, but maybe you have to call back. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yes,
Precious.
you're welcome, sir.
I hope you are hearing me clearly.
Clearly, very well. Crystal.
Precious, my name is Collins from Shasha.
You're welcome, Mr. Collins.
Yeah, I'm so happy to get in touch with you today.
Thank you, sir.
I've been trying all these years.
Oh.
Okay. Precious, I'm very glad that you brought a good analyst today. Unlike the person that presented the other day on Friday, the presenter that day. Okay, I think you are the one, right?
No, I wasn't around last week.
Okay, yes, you are not around. I think it's okay. That man from Edo State clearly lost on all the questions he was asked. You understand? And the presenter did not even help matters by not being professional. You're asking somebody a question.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, okay,
No, you don't do this on air, please.
I know, but I have to express my grievances. But that is by the way. The analyst you brought today was asked on every question you asked him, and we are very. In fact, you can see that you can notice that over 90% of the callers are aligned with what I'm saying. So I'm very glad with your analyst today, and the issue of Nnamdi Kanu is well known to the whole world. But what surprises me is that the country he even belongs to, the Britain, are just mute about his predicament. So, I don't know the type of politics they are playing. I don't know what the cost is. But I have to say this, that we are not happy over that. We are not happy over that. And I urge all Igbo politicians to do something about it before this man dies. Just as the other caller, the previous caller said, that if this man dies in prison, if he dies in prison, nothing will happen. The heaven will not fall. The heavens will not fall. We will just chant and rant, and that will be the end. Precious, I thank you very much for answering my call today. I hope you answer.
I will answer every day. I will. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, taking some more messages. Good evening, Precious. Power Minister is looking for money to run his campaign for governorship in 2027. Scholastic from Okeafa says, please, we need this your guest one more time. That's all you said. Don't worry, he would come. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Precious.
Sir?
Would you mute this thing?
Daya, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Daya, I can hear you. Go ahead.
This is Daya from Fagba.
I can hear you. Go ahead. I've been answering you.
Now, Adebantu sang in his song, loyalty, na cash and carry, objection, na mortuary. Everybody get agenda with their mercenary enterprise. You can see all that the power minister has been saying. He wants to use 8 billion for just to propagate his this thing that people should be paying for all this, their tariff and every other thing. And you can see the wastages about this government. You can see that they are not there to serve the people, but for themselves. You can see the buying of yachts and all these things, traveling on wasteful travelings, and all these things. And you expect development in the country like this. Instead of them to develop the country with the little funds that they have, they are doing it on their frivolous this thing. While they are taxing the people, they are milking the people. And you say,
happen. God will always pay somebody whatever he committed. He always return it back to you in maybe 100-fold. So why am I saying this now? Yeah, I'm sorry for what happened to 100-fold. So why am I saying this now? Yeah, I'm sorry for what happened to Katsina people. But President Buhari will be alive, seeing that whatever you give to somebody is what God is going to return back to you. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. I take Onyekachi from Wachuku from Ajawa. It says to me, this you know much about this matter, and I am disappointed. All these things started after the civil war. The Nigerian government divided us just to bring confusion in future, and that confusion has started. He said, Rotimi Amici said in an interview, Igbo man, don't come mighty, Julius Ago, even your own precious is an Igbo lady. The two said that they are Igbo. Those Ikwere people who said they are not Igbo. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a message for another day. Precious, okay, he said Nigerians haven't seen anything on tax. Nigerians go pay tax tire for this government. Are you sure that that your guest is a Yoruba man? Hey, Precious, please check all the headlines that you read out. Did any of the headlines favor or make Nigerians happy? Answer me, Precious. I'm coming. Let me pick this one. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
welcome.
Hello, Precious.
Welcome. Is this Remy?
This is Remy.
Remy, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, I'm calling to speak to those who had issue with one of your guests on Friday, and those who will call to even complain. There's nothing you can do to please people. Even you, Precious, I know how they attack you sometimes when you don't speak their mind or the way they want you to spew hate. The moment you don't spew hate, they will say you are not speaking their mind. Ask them what that person said that was not factual. They should bring their fact and counter what he said. Which one is this? All because you don't spew hate like they want you. They tend to be tribalistic too. Which one is that I do, man? Must to ethnicize everything because someone doesn't come from your place and is not speaking what you want. The next thing is he doesn't like this and that.
What's the name again?
They should be professional with the way they do things. I listen to the program.
Remy, please forget about that and move on, please. I already addressed that. Please move on.
Thank you so much. Good evening.
All right, good evening. Thank you. Okay, moving on to more messages here. Ugu Chubike says, I miss you, Precious, a lot, and I miss you a lot too. And the Real Metro Cleaner says, Nigeria and Nigerians' greatest problems is the government in power, that is the APC of PNB and BAT, who conspired against Goodluck Jonathan and PDP to plunge Nigerians into economic hardship and sufferings. But remember that this administration is saying that what we're enjoying then is not in a wash. That enjoyment was not enjoying enough. How can you be enjoying when things are not going well? So that's what they said. Have you forgotten that? Okay. So to some messages on YouTube now. My name is Mazio KK. It's unfortunate that is going on what is going on in the country. Precious, your analyst Dr. Coyote has said it all. In the area of insecurity, electricity insecurity, everything he said is 100% correct. Even on Mazin Namdekano, he is correct. That is not Barrister Darlington, Dr. DG, Mr. Anosiki saying it. Please let them release Mazin Namdekano because he has no case to answer again. So that peace will return in the southeast and beyond. That's what you said. And Precious, that monkey way you talk, say go return from markets. Now you want escort. Is it now you want escort and come back? May God guide your guests this evening. Uchichukwu Emmanuel. Oh, will you stop it? You guys stop it. It's unfortunate that in our beloved country today, that issues like the Ogoni cleanup, that in other climes would demand emergency response, has been kept at the back burner all this while. The environmental degradation in Ogoniland, health threats the community to the community. According to the UNEP, toxic substance is such as hydrogen cyanide had risen about 9 times above the globally accepted level. And he said UNEP alleged that 8 years ago the toxic substance that's what you said, posing serious health issue to people of Ogoniland. Unfortunately. And Stephen Akimbisola from Ijego says, hope you are much better now. I am. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eshe. Now, the Minister of Power wanted to use 8 billion for citizen sensitization to pay bill in a country with 4,000 megawatts of electricity for over 15 years ago, still counting. In a country where national grid collapses on a monthly basis. In a country where 95% of electricity consumers are meterless. In generator nation. You say you dey laugh. Okay, I no laugh. Dr. Kayade's voice. I heard Dr. Kayade's voice. For man that's 2 years now, can you dictate Tuesday and Friday? Dedicate Tuesday and Friday to him. There are Marjorie who spill gibberish on YouTube. Oh wow, stop it. I don't think it was necessary to read that out. It was necessary. I am here to attend to everyone, so we don't do no, we don't do that here. Military, Bob civilians, military. Okay, all right, okay. And then Mazimba says, Dr. Coyote, thank you to him for being biased. Don't know him well. He's a diehard PDP apologist. He never sees anything good in APC. He does same thing in other stations, so I'm not surprised. Well, I wish him well. Mazimba says so. Okay. And Precious, irregular callers C2 claiming to call from Sierra Leone is an unreasoning and unthinking Ipoba. I don't understand what you said there. What's the meaning of that? He cannot say anything without referring to Nnamdi Kanu said this or said that. Even though as an Igbo patriot, I want Nnamdi Kanu released to see if he can restore peace in place of chaos he brought to our land. He brought the chaos to our land or to your land. Those fellow human, those who follow him, even if he doesn't have the least idea how to get to bring independence to Igbo land. Mazuki Chiku sent in that. Okay, all right. I go back to my phone line 0700 903 903 903 0803 692 9933. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Hello, Precious.
Sir?
Good evening.
You're welcome.
Emeka is calling back. Emeka was calling back.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Emeka.
Yeah. So, you see, by this issue of Buhari is not a president that Buhari we know is dead. At that time, they said rumor. And there's one speech where Buhari made during that time that if Nigeria is problem when you go to Daura, you will quickly pack yourself, go to Niger. Okay, now, since Buhari just left office, none of anybody know about Buhari till today. He would not even speak or say. He said in secretary or whosoever will come outside and say they know that Mazin and the Carlo have said the truth and nothing but the truth. If they are affecting them, those politicians in East, that's why those of them don't want him to see the former APC chairman Lagos State. The time they hold Nnamdi Kanu, he jubilate. He said he wants him to kill that guy there. See, let me tell you nothing but the truth. If anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, nothing that we will fight for the last blood. The Igbos will fight for our last blood. Since they are our
no, you don't make such threats on air, please. Apologies.
No. I'm telling you nothing but the truth. See, because Hausas and Yorubas did not care about us, and we, our politicians, are killing us. Igbos politicians are the problem of Igbos.
All right, you've made your point. You've spoken for 2 minutes. I appreciate you. You've spoken for 2 minutes. And Solomon Asika from Moshe says, Precious, it's so appalling about what's going on in the southeast with the military checkpoints. But in the north, the same military is busy negotiating with the bandits from that report by Daily Post. And the whole nation is watching and keeping quiet, while the Easterners are lamenting every day about the same military. He said, God is watching. God is watching. That's what you said, eh? And this says, my greetings to you, Auntie Precious. Oscar from Idimu Ikotson. Oscar, thank you so much. I greet you too. Okay, your guests have spoken very well without any bias. However, I am still surprised when I hear people say the president has been preparing for this president's position for the past 30 years. But it is glaring that the man has just been preparing for politics and not governance. There is a difference between somebody who prepares for politics and somebody who prepares for good governance. Taiwo from Ejigbo sent in that message. And this says, I am just back from East and can attest to the surplusity of military checkpoints on that stretch alone. I align with NLC this time that 8 billion for town crying, that wasn't what they called it to. Town crying is too outrageous. Please employ me for town crier job. I'm available. The amount could be invested in anti-grid collapse technology. Anti-grid collapse technology. So the Anele from JK was sense in that. Good evening, Precious. It's good to hear from you again this evening. My question is it a crime to be a Nigerian? It's really unfortunate for the Minister of Power. Aneka Chinong still sent in that message. And good evening, Precious. I pray God to continue to grant you good health. Thank you. Thank you so much for bringing Dr. Kayo, a detribalized Nigerian, to come this evening to tell all Nigerians the bitter truth. Now, this government is riddled with so much corruption and wastage of public funds. Since the inauguration, they have been busy reducing Nigerians' purchasing power and making them even poorer, just like Kemi Badenoch said. The aim of this government is just to make life unbearable for Nigerians. Anyone hoping for anything good is pipe dreaming. Wow, the corruption and looting is just too much. 8 billion. Imagine the military negotiating with known terrorists. TC from Ojo sent in that message. And Babeji from Oshodi says, your analyst said, Dr. Kayode, make me remember the Nigerian bravest soldier that ever lived in the country, the great Afaji Adekunle. You finished the whole talk. God bless you, sir. That's what they said to you. Also from Alaba says, Precious, when are you bringing that man back? He's not a Yoruba man, honestly. Are you pushing stop that? Please, character trait is not a tribal or religion thing. You find the same type of character in different tribes, in different religions. Please. Good evening, VOP. Chika from Mushi says, 8 billion for what? Which is estimated billing they used to steal will not be stopping soon. That's what she said. Okay. And then here says, Bonsoir, Precious. Please, when people are... Okay. All right. Okay. This message says, good evening, Precious. The level of wickedness going on in this country is now becoming unbearable. Look at how this is, this people are squandering our money every time, and we ought to do nothing about it, or we're not doing anything. When will Nigeria wake up, or Nigerians wake up generally from their slumber? Adiola from Isherionshu sent in that message. Hello, good evening and welcome. No, you help me turn up the volume of your radio set. Are you there? Hello? No, when you call, please ensure you turn up the volume of your radio set. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yes,
evening.
You're welcome. So what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Tinubu. I'm calling from Oloja Papa.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about...
good evening, Precious. Well done. He is in comatose. In fact, this particular is in comatose. In fact, this particular government is something else. I think we Nigerians should collectively petition Trump to liberate us from this residence for friend. What will Trump do to you? Oh, please stop dreaming. He said every time. He said everything. Na jaga jaga. No, don't say that. All right. This is coming from Olatunji from Ikwaja. Ian Ikwaja. Precious, the way I use this government, I see this government is like all these people are working on targets. Imagine spending 8 billion working on targets. Imagine spending 8 billion. Wow, some from Sele Canal Estate sent in that. And why can't they use the money to buy prepaid meter and share to Nigerians? This government. Okay. All right. Chris from Ojo says, thank you and welcome back. Thank you. Chris from Ojo says, thank you and welcome back. Thank you too. One thing is sure, any family where there is hatred and bias against a set of people, progress is always far from that family. That's what you said. Good evening, Precious. Olami Lekon from Barawa. Nigerians want to end crime, corruption, and injustice, and the only choice we could make is to make someone to be a leader who all his life is a beneficiary of. Oh wow. Well, let me go and take a call. It is not me that can read that message. Phone lines are still open. Let's see if we have someone on that line. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How about you? Welcome.
Thank you for your work, for the good job they are doing.
Welcome anytime. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Go ahead.
So I don't have enough things to say. Especially that Nigeria, we all are deceiving ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. But we tell ourselves the truth. You understand what I'm saying? But we tell ourselves the truth. everybody after his father's name. That is all. Thank you.
All right, thank you too.
Now the person you brought to the studio said something good today. So I said probably Nnamdi Kanu has been released. Can you hear me now?
All right, I appreciate you. Thank you. The network is really very bad, so it's breaking. Sorry, very bad. And this says, Kayode says, Precious, only God knows where Precious used to get her analyst. Kayode. Okay, he said, you need not be told it's a scam. 1 billion naira to say, it's 8 billion, no, to sensitize electricity consumers. Oh God, Moses, where is your thunder? Moses thunder don't finish your Old Testament. You don't even carry across. Andrew from Okoko says, the money is too small because after sensitizing us, they will give us census and that will not cost much more money. So 50 billion would have been proper. Oh yeah, let me end my call here. It's okay. Lagos, that's the size of a package. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the show. I love you guys and I appreciate you for tuning in to Voice of the People Radio. And remember, we'll have a sister station, a television station. On YouTube, you can catch us at VOP TV Live. My name is Precious Inyi and I go by that name across board. Precious Inyi. I love you guys and I appreciate you for all that you do. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Ensure you protect your mental health because we'll need to finish. I'll see you again tomorrow evening, God willing. Good night.